in chapter 8, wine also serves as a way of sanctifying the meal. Okay,
Mm.
so
Yeah.
if you look at the opening, okay, chapter 8 of Brachot, okay,
Yeah.
actually chapter 8 has a very beautiful structure. It opens and closes. The whole chapter revolves around disputes between Beit Hillel and Beit Shammai. The
Yep.
first one is at the beginning of the meal, when you recite Kiddush, should you first recite the bracha of Mikadesh HaShabbat, or should you first recite the bracha of Borei Pri Hagafen? Okay, and to my mind, there's a very characteristic dispute between Beit Hillel and Beit Shammai. Beit Shammai says you have to open the meal with something of sanctity, Mikadesh HaShabbat.
Mm.
And once you've sanctified the meal, then it can become meaningful to also bless over the wine and drink the wine. So you have to have
Mm.
your sanctified framework in place first, and then within that framework, you can also find spiritual meaning in the drinking of wine. Okay, and Beit Hillel, on the other hand, says no. You start with Borei Pri Hagafen. By saying Borei Pri Hagafen, okay, you're expressing not you're not jumping right into sanctity. You're starting off with a human expression, something that human beings enjoy, take pleasure in, and find, I would say, find meaning just in psychology, sociology, what have you. And then that then becomes the jumping off point for now I can say Mikadesh HaShabbat. So Kedusha is not the framework which gives meaning to human experience. On the contrary, human experience is the stepping stone on which we can build in order to reach towards sanctity. That's how the chapter opens. And the chapter
Yeah.
closes with Beit Hillel and Beit Shammai now arguing about Birkat HaMazon, which is also recited over wine, the same way we do at Leila Seder. Okay, but in Masechet Brachot, this is done for any meal. You recite Birkat HaMazon over wine, and the
Mm.
question is, again, do you first recite Birkat HaMazon and then the bracha over wine? Or do you first recite the bracha over wine and then Birkat HaMazon? And what do you think Beit Hillel and Beit Shammai will say here? Well, they flip their opinions. Okay, Beit Shammai says first bless over the wine, then you say Birkat HaMazon. And Beit
Mm.
Hillel says no. First you say Birkat HaMazon and then you bless over the wine. And what
Yeah.
actually has happened here is you have a very striking envelope structure that frames the whole chapter. For Beit Hillel, you open and close the meal with blessing over the wine. That's how you open the meal, and then you sanctify it, and then you conclude your sanctified meal with Birkat Hamazon, and then again you bless the wine. So you sort of
Mm.
wind down from the sanctity
Mm.
again to the your normal everyday human experience, okay, which Beit Hillel sees as a continuum, and Beit Shammai, who sees a great divide between the secular realm and the sacred realm. So Beit Shammai says, no, no, no. You have to, same way you open with sanctity, you have to close with Birkat Hamazon. And you sandwich the blessing over wine in between, within that framework that's framed on either side by spiritual blessings, by theological messages. Within that framework, you can find meaning in drinking wine as well. But you can't let the blessing over the wine depart from that framework. So the envelope structure really reflects something very profound about how Beit Hillel and Beit Shammai see the role of wine from different perspectives.